down on St. George Street down here in St. Augustine's. You got to check this place out. There's all kinds of shops. There's some taverns, some bars, all kinds of neat places to eat. This place is gigantic. If you're going to come down here and walk the whole thing, it's going to take you quite a while, a couple hours.
Bring your walking shoes.
Yep. Also got a trolley over here that you're going to see that'll show you they'll take you around, show you all the main things that's going on in town, what you can see. We're going to find out about some more bike parking and things like that that's going to be going on. We're going to get a hold of the city, and we'll flash a map up here to let you guys know where you can park down here in St. Augustine's for free. But if you're driving that vehicle, it's not cheap here to park. I had to pay $6 for just 2 hours of parking the truck. You know, we're going to bring the motorcycle down next time.
They're going to have designated parking area for the bikes too, so we'll have to figure out where that's at when we talk to the city.
We'll let you know.
Barbara Hart with VisitStAugustine.com, and we are a locally owned company that helps people find out what to do in St. Augustine. So we're really anxious to help people who are coming for Bike Week to find out just what to do when they visit St. Augustine on the way to, from, or during Bike Week. I'm sitting in front of the St. Augustine Fish Camp, which is one of the newer restaurants in town and one of the local Northeast Florida chains that has just opened up a spot here in St. Augustine. They're very popular and the food is very good. And as you can see, they're right on the San Sebastian River, so it's on the water but not on the ocean, and just a lovely spot to dine. In fact, that's what happens in St. Augustine. You have other restaurants along the waterfront here on San Sebastian. There are restaurants on the Matanzas River, up the Talamata River, and of course right on the ocean. If you want to dine with a water view, there are many, many options in St. Augustine. On VisitStAugustine.com, my website that I work for, we have everything from where to dine, where to stay, what events are going on in town. On the first weekend of Bike Week is a special night at the Lighthouse here in St. Augustine, where I think they're going to have a ghost tour for the Lighthouse in St. Augustine on that night. And we will also be there are other events, there's theater and other events happening in town during that week. You can always go on and look at our events column and find out what's happening. In addition, and probably of more interest to bikers who are here to have a good time and see friends, is St. Augustine. VisitStAugustine.com has one of the best music listings in town, or perhaps the best music listing in town. So if you just want to find out who's playing tonight in what bar and where to go, that's what you can do, is go to VisitStAugustine.com, look under live music, and you'll have an entire list of what's happening on that day or the next day or the day after that.
Hey, welcome to the St. Augustine Alligator Farm. I'm John Brugan, I'm the director here, and this is a pretty unique place. We've been here for over 127 years now, and it's the only place in the world where you can see 24 species of crocodilians. So that's what we're best known for. You can see all the alligators and caiman and crocodiles right here in this one place. But that's not all we are. You can see some real colorful birds from all over the planet. We've got lemurs and monkeys too. So it's not just about the reptiles, it's about animal life in general. We're an accredited zoo with the Association of Zoos and Aquariums. So it's a nice outdoor place. It's a place where you can get away from people and see all these cool things. But it's also a place where you can do something active. So we now have a zip line that goes over the entire zoo. So you can experience that as you want to. It's an adventure. It's kind of a workout as you do it, but it's exciting at the same time. So we'd love to have you kind of wander around and see what we're all about. This place, it's got a lot of history. St. Augustine in general is a historic town. In fact, it's the oldest continuously occupied city in the United States. And so there's a lot of history in general here, but we always say we enjoy our history. We're happy that we're 100 plus years old, but we don't want to look that way. So you won't find an old dilapidated zoo. You're going to find a real modern place where animals and people can experience each other. We do a wildlife show at the top of every hour. And those shows are varied, but there's a bird and mammal one that's about Florida forest animals. We do an alligator feeding every day, so that's really when the alligators are going to be up and moving around. It's pretty exciting. We're open from 9 to 5 every day, and we're open every day of the year. Yeah, so we love to have motorcycles in town. It's a neat sound, and in fact, the reverberation of a motorcycle often gets our alligators bellowing. They kind of talk back to the motorcycles. So we have right in the front area where we have a staged vehicle, usually an army truck. There's plenty of place for motorcycles to get up there and park and not have their bikes messed with. Yeah, we're all about free parking. You know, you can come here and spend the day for the same price you'd pay to park your car at Disney World. So if you're gonna do our zip line, there's two options. There's a short course and a long course. The short course might take you about an hour, and the long one depends on your stamina and everything, but it's about 2 hours to see the whole thing. Then the zoo itself, people kind of go at their own pace, but since we have these shows every hour, you'd have to be here about 5 hours to see all the different shows. And it takes a couple hours to really meander around and see the whole place. So it's a half-day attraction. We have a great snack bar. We've got hamburgers, pizza, hot dogs, all that kind of cool stuff, and fresh beer on tap. So it's a great place to hang out. We're a zoo and we want people to see the animals, but maybe spend a little bit more time on our website at alligatorfarm.com, and you'll see that we're doing a lot of cool conservation stuff. And these animals are important to us. And we work with other zoos as a whole. It's really fascinating how endangered species work in zoos in America. So they're all collectively considered one population. And so a great example are Chinese alligators. They're an endangered species in the wild. There's very few left out there. But when we work with all these zoos in America, you know, our zoo couldn't save all the Chinese alligators, but we all work with them, and they're in a computerized stud book. And so every year we ask the computer to tell us the best breedings, and it will generate the best genetics for the next 100 years. And so it might say that I have a male that has to fly up to Toledo and breed with their female. But because we do all that, it represents good genetics, and it means that we have populations, and in the case of Chinese alligators, that we've been able to release them back into the wild and protect some of that habitat and those species that are there. Well, you can see a big group of them behind me. There's 40 here, but if you go past us, there's a swamp in the back, and that's about 200 alligators out there, and that attracts all the local wading birds. And so there's egrets and herons and spoonbills, all these things that want to nest above alligators, because as long as their nest is above an alligator, then there's no raccoons or possums or snakes that get to their nest. So it's a great relationship, and it draws photographers from all over the world, because this is about as close as you can get to those birds without, you know, scaring them off. We're glad to have people back in the park again. It's been a difficult year, obviously, and we're happy to have all this outdoor space. And that's one of the things people are looking for. They want to go out and do something, but they don't want to be crammed indoors with people, and we're the perfect spot for that.
So today we checked out those alligators. Even some crocodiles, some birds, and
Tortoises, sloth, how do you say that?
I don't know. You know what I mean? That little
small thing.
But he was hiding in the tree, so we really didn't get a good shot of him. But I mean, it's pretty neat. Having John giving us insight there of what's going on there at the park, it's pretty neat. You know, you do have to spend some time there. Those zip lines are a little more than just zip lining. It's kind of like an obstacle course up there. Got a little bit of that on video, so hey, if you're brave and you want to get a good workout, that's the way to do it.
Workout.
Yep. So we got a whole bunch of neat stuff here in St. Augustine. You know, you've seen over there, we showed you the dealership that was going on. We also showed you today, we're going to be talking about this and showing you some more neat stuff to see here in St. Augustine while you're here during the bike rally.
You can spend a day or two up here. There's a lot up here to see. It's a really cool little town.
You could probably spend a week and still never see it all. So we're going to give you a quick highlight of what to see. You know, we also talked to, so we want to thank you today.
Thanks for coming along today. We hope you enjoyed our ventures here in St. Augustine's. Subscribe to our channel, share us with your family and friends, give us a big thumbs up, ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see you on the next video.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.